The 6.5 is on the road in Las Vegas, and we're at HP Amplify Partner Conference 2024. It's been a great event so far. The company rolled out all of its strategies overall. There was a lot of talk about AI. There was a lot of talk about end user experience as a service. And there was discussion, of course, of printers, which, by the way, are about a third of the revenue, but about 75% of the operating profit dollars. So printing is very much a core part of the office and personal experience, but it's also a very core part of HP's business.
Yeah, Pat, it's been a fast-paced series of conversations. And by the way, I mean, cast of stars. Yes. You know, we were in that general session, you know, CEOs of Microsoft, Intel, Insight Partners, you had Qualcomm, you know, just partner after partner, big names, big stars, big focus, and I think you hit the points. It's about hybrid work, it's about AI, and this topic's not going anywhere anytime soon.
That's exactly right. So let's bring our guest, Vivian. She runs office printing. Great to see you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, there's a lot of focus on the office today, even though you do, of course, have a personal business, and I really do like the focus. These new technologies are obviously going to probably radically change productivity in the office space, but also in the consumer. But again, we're not here to talk about consumer, we're here to talk about commercial printing.
Yes, you have the office product portfolio. It's a big role, and you heard Pat rambling off those numbers. You maybe smiled a little bit, especially when that op-ed comes up. You go, you know, printing may be one of those things that doesn't always get the front line. Everyone's talking about PCs and AI, but you know what? It's essential. I know they said that about the PC, but so is that. And so as you're running this part of the business, I guess it seems like a really big opportunity, a big moment for you to show up as a trusted partner. So how are you sort of thinking about using this moment, this inflection, this continued fight of the pendulum for hybrid work to build trust with your customers?
Yeah, thanks for that question. You know, I think hybrid workplace is about two main themes for us. One is about distributed workforces, right? We think
Sure.
about working in home offices, more centralized corporate offices, and that distributed workforce is going to drive varying needs in printing. And the second theme I think that's very strong in hybrid work is about collaboration. So when you're in that shared workspace, think about small work teams. They're doing workshops, they're
Right.
jointly collaborating to learn and develop. And so the theme we see in centralized offices is about collaboration. And so HP can be a very trusted partner because of that breadth of our portfolio. And you've seen a lot of it. That varies from our computing devices, our collaboration tools, to our printing and scanning devices. Now, if I go back more specifically into the printers in the office and hybrid, I think that theme of breadth of portfolio comes in very strong. As we think about a hybrid workforce, there's going to be shared offices, there's going to be dedicated offices, they'll be remote. As you think about the printing needs, they'll be very diverse, they always have been. Think about a shipping department versus a marketing department.
Sure.
Think about highly regulated printing needs in the financial sector or healthcare sector. And the breadth of our portfolio, you talked about the home and the office.
Yes.
It's super broad. A4 letter legal size desktop printers, all the way up to the most sophisticated copiers, highly productive, floor standing 11 by 17 capabilities. We have color and mono devices, dedicated devices, printers and scanners. We have multifunction devices. And we are super proud that in 2023, we were named A3 BLI Line of the Year. And just recently in 2024, we got the A4 BLI Line of the Year. And so customers and partners can trust us to be able to deliver to all those varying needs in a hybrid workplace. The second theme I think that's really critical in printing for hybrid is security, and that's always
Sure.
been a theme. I think it's even more so now. I think we're all acutely aware of so many more cyber attacks, right? They're more frequent, they're more sophisticated. And you know, they're only going to continue with AI technology, right? As cyber attackers get equipped with AI technology, they're going to keep coming at us pretty hard. And what's great about our portfolio at HP is we've always been grounded and focused on security and the secure printing devices we have. It comes based on a foundation of what we call zero trust architecture. Zero trust means we validate and verify the
Right.
code running on our devices. We validate and verify users who want to access our device. We validate and verify the data coming to our devices. And it's with this that we can be the trusted partner to give that peace of mind, not only to the end users, but also to the partners who are delivering our devices to those customers.
Very comprehensive answer. I appreciate that. It's interesting doing these interviews as analysts. We don't want to say we actually learned something, but I didn't know that you adopted zero trust architecture. It's typically, the land of the data center, where everything has a special key. But now that I think about it, now that particularly on the edge and the risk, one network connected printer gone awry is a potential exploit to get into somebody's data to be able to do nefarious ways. And by the way, congratulations on the award as well. So I've been working for over 30 years, and I've worked in Fortune 500 businesses, very large enterprises. My business, when I started it, was a micro business. I'm proud to say it's a small business now, not a medium business. And it's funny, sometimes the industry just papers over the distinction between, let's say, micro, small business, and medium business. Can you talk a little bit about maybe the differing needs out there across those? And then I think also as a follow-up, I'll just get the follow-up out now, how is HP differentiated in those spaces?
Great question. I do think, to your point, and again, you're probably very aware of how oftentimes the smaller businesses are somewhat overlooked, not quite consumer, not quite
Right.
enterprise. And at HP, we see that those SMBs, they are often the most strapped for resources, right? Whether that could be just simply time,
Right.
it could be investment, it could be staffing, right? But what we hear very loud and clear in the smaller businesses, they want to be efficient, they want to digitize, they want to be more sustainable. And the challenge is finding the time and the expertise to go investigate the many solutions that are out there in the marketplace.
Yeah.
And this is where I see HP and our partners being able to come in. We have recently announced 2 new services directed specifically at smaller businesses, whether that's our HP All-In plan. It's an offering to micro businesses
Right.
who can get their device, their supplies, their media, their support, even their device upgrade, all in a low monthly fee. So that convenience that an SMB can enjoy without the elaborate contracts that may come sometimes with a service.
Right.
And similarly, we've announced our MPS subscription service. It's flexible and it's simple, right? And so these are things that allow an SMB to do those things they crave, that they seek to be more efficient, to focus on their business, a little bit less on their IT.
Yeah.
And we recognize there are SMBs who may not yet be ready to upgrade to those services. And we're always developing solutions. So we have a suite of solutions that are directed toward the easy management of our devices. That means things like security out of the box. You don't have to be an expert in security. Right. You may be very familiar with it, but there are others who are not.
Sure.
They want that peace of mind. Our devices come secure out of the box. Straightforward setup. They don't have time to set up multiple devices or configuration. So those are ways that we see coming up with the right solutions, services to meet those varying needs of businesses, varying from micro businesses all the way up to those small and medium businesses that HP is coming across as a trusted partner.
That's good. By the way, sidebar here, we like to talk about as a service as to be this big thing that we're fixing to do as an industry. Printers are very much in the as a service, and whether it's ink as a service or full off printing as a service, and HP actually led in those areas, and I think in a way is a framework for device as a service.
Absolutely, absolutely.
What year was the split, the HP split?
So long ago.
15, 16? It was in that
least,
era.
Yeah, somewhere in that.
I remember I spoke at that event, and that was right when Print as a Service was being launched. And
Yeah.
I remember that period of time just thinking about how important it was going to be for a company like HP to be able to come up with these new recurring revenue streams. Very, very powerful, and sometimes I think the market doesn't fully appreciate that these things have not only been there, but they were maturing. Another thing that I think HP appreciates is its channels. It understands, obviously, this event is a partner conference.
Very much
And
so.
you need engaged partners that can clearly understand the vision, how they're going to benefit off of all the trends, forces, and when it comes to hybrid work, when it comes to AI, when it comes to print. Talk a little bit about how you engage and keep your channel partners feeling like the opportunity is substantial. What are those opportunities that you're really seeing for them?
I think we talked about a couple of those themes already, right? So there's great opportunity with SMBs, upgrading them to a service, and we have partners who are able to do that today with offerings jointly from HP, giving them that convenience, moving from that trusted IT advisor to that trusted IT service partner. And so there's a tremendous opportunity there with SMBs. Another big area is with that hybrid work. We hear a lot about enterprises relaying out offices for hybrid workforces, very different than the traditional enterprise offices we used to be. We see that our partners have an opportunity to go in and capitalize on that relayout, deliver a consistent fleet. And why is a consistent fleet important? Gives a consistent user experience, so the employee base is very effective and productive. It also enables consistent management of a device. Again, back to that security theme.
Right.
When you have a consistent management workflow of security, you can be much more confident that you are secure. I think a couple other areas are around digitization and document workflow, right? Again, both enterprises and SMBs very much care about that. And as our partners understand that workflow need, they have an opportunity to deliver solutions, software, services that take them beyond device and supply up to workflow management. And so that's another offering. And then if I go back to the theme of breadth of HP portfolio, we have computing devices. We have collaboration devices. Why not move up to IT services beyond printing services? So I think those are some ways that our partners continue to grow and partner with HP, expand, and again, accelerate their own businesses.
Yeah, it's good. It's been a great conversation, and it wouldn't be a comprehensive conversation in 2024 without talking about AI. And the two sub-themes, subplots of the show is hybrid work, and how AI makes businesses more productive, more effective, and in some cases, more creative. How does printing intersect with AI?
Great question, and again, very consistent with the big theme of the show. I don't know if you're aware that we already have AI powering some of our capabilities and already delivering benefits to our customers and to our partners. The first one is in the space of serviceability. We have partners who have tremendously reduced their service costs through a service we call Smart Device Services. It's powered by AI. It enables our partners to have very accurate troubleshooting, understanding what has been going on with devices, and enabling that service technician to get there and fix that product, maintain the product, and be in and out very quickly. We see that moving and growing to do more advanced predictive maintenance, self-healing, and so we'll continue to be investing there. Another area where we're already seeing AI deliver is in digitization and document workflow. We have tremendous image optimization in our scanning workflows. So a sheet of paper, a document, doesn't need to be perfectly flat. It can have markups on it, but we can correct those. And with OCR, we can do document routing and classification already. Again, we see an ability to take AI technology and move that forward, perhaps even someday doing some document summarization on device where appropriate. But I think there's a couple more areas where we want to apply AI in printing that can be very valuable. So one of them is in device management and security. So our devices, and many devices out there, know how to detect security threats of known vulnerabilities.
Right.
AI is going to allow us to be able to detect anomalous behavior for those things that are evolving, right? And again, we talked about cybersecurity attacks on the rise. When they're powered by AI and they're coming in with more sophisticated, different signatures, we're going to be able to detect those before they're widely known. And the last one you may have heard in the keynote today earlier was about print optimization. So again, imagine a time where you don't have to do trial and error to get the right output, that you have a supernatural interface, not complex.
That's what I need. I need one of those.
You need one of those, yes. So an intuitive, natural interface for a user to get that output right whenever they need it, based on what we can deliver in the device through AI learning of document printing behaviors.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
love it.
It seems like a perfect opportunity to say, hey, you're standing outside of a multifunction device, and you could say, hey, print the screen I have up right now in my office, in a 11 by 17 or whatever your size is that you're. And what I'm saying is, there's no functioning and step functioning through. It's just knows, and it's like an LLM for print productivity. So, and of course, there's lots of sustainable applications and more. Vivian, it's been a lot of fun talking to you. Appreciate you taking the time. Very thorough, very, very well planned out. It's always very refreshing when someone is so emphatically clear on their business. Vivian, you did a really nice job. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you. Thanks for the opportunity to chat.
Definitely.
All right, everyone, hit that subscribe button. Join us for all of our coverage here at HP Amplify 2024 in beautiful Las Vegas. For Patrick and myself, we'll be here in the chair all day talking to the executives here at this exciting conference. But for you, you got to click onto that next episode. And for us, we're out of here.